right, that's good.
We're talking to Sarah briefly. What kind of creatures or other different types of monsters do you think we'll see this season that you can reveal?
Okay, let's see. What do we got? What did she say?
She couldn't remember. She had ghosts, and of course,
Shapeshifters.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if we got anything that...
You gonna bring in any more of the out of country, like the Lamia and stuff like that? The ones that are...
You mean sort of more international monsters? Yes. Yeah, I think that we will. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we've got... One of them is a Japanese folkloric creature, whose name I cannot recall. But, you know, like, I had an easy answer last year because we actually had already we had scaffolding in place for like a fairy play. So that was like, oh yeah, I got all set for that. But this year is not, I don't think we have that sort of soundbite monster yet. You know, like the one that makes a good thing to say. So, I don't know, I got a crappy answer to that question. Next question, please.
So you guys usually come up with really clever episode titles. Do you have a particular favorite for the coming season that you guys have come up with so far?
Oh, wow. Well, the one I just wrote is called Hello Cruel World, which I like actually that title. So that's one.
Which episode number is that?
It'll air as the second episode. It's actually in our production. It's the third one because we started with Jensen. He had to direct one so we had to do a script out of order so he could direct it. So otherwise he gets too swamped by being in the show. So he's got to do the first one. But yeah, so that's the first one I've done.
Talk a little bit about what these episodes are that you can reveal a little bit so we know what we've seen this season.
We are very evasive this year because a lot of it is hinged on what's essentially like the 23rd episode of the 6th season. You know, like the first episode is almost like In My Time of Dying was like that. You know, like the first episode of the 2nd season where you're coming off of the crash and everyone's like potentially dead, so you just really want to continue it. But let's see. Everyone's got to deal with their problems. Cass has this awful god complex. That's not going to end. And, you know, Sam has to figure out his head. You know, like, he's really... The end of last season, that's a crazy person. He's got 3 of himself in his own head. He's like, he's fighting himself in his own... I mean, that's some crazy shit. So he's going to have to work on... I mean, he's going to be grappling with sanity. Yeah, so I mean, we've got lots of stuff to play, but I think I just have to be pretty shadowy about details to be true to the surprises.
After so many seasons, how do you keep the series fresh?
It's hard. In a way, I think that the way we'll do it this year, I feel like one of the phrases we're talking about is like B-movies. Because I think there's a natural... It's not camp, but these guys have been through so much, and their characters have just been shattered and reformed, fragmented, and then glued together. That at this point, the tone of their struggle becomes not funny, but a little funny. I mean, like I think we'll be lighter, even if we're dark this season, just because everyone. I mean, there's a point where even you want Sam and Dean to go, really? Yeah, this is gonna happen. Oh, look, the sun turned up. Really? Come on! Like, yeah, exasperation. I think. No, go ahead.
Is it true you guys are doing another meta episode this season?
We're searching. I mean, we'll have certainly meta aspects throughout. There's a lot that we covered in French Mistake that I'm not sure like how much more meta you can get. They maybe Cass looked into the camera in The Man Who Would Be King. Like he actually broke the fourth wall in the most direct way. And then short of that, we're going to figure that out, because that's a hard one. We want to. We want to do something that really screws with that stuff. I'm just not sure what it is. Yeah.
Is there a particular storyline you're really excited for fans to see this season that you haven't teased yet?
This is the one I always like to, before I tell anyone at the show, I usually at some event like this tell everyone what I want to do. I'm convinced there's got to be a way that we can put them on a spaceship. There's got to be a way. Like there's
Cass is God.
tricksters, Cass is God. Like, I know it sounds stupid, but that's why I'm pursuing it.
You're serious?
Yes. I was serious about ghost bees and a wishing fish.
Something haunting the space station, you know? They gotta go there.
I'm thinking more like, you know, that thing where you wake up and you're like an officer in the Federation. What the hell happened? And then you have to work it out. And you're like, Q is on our show. Or whatever. You know, like, I don't know. Anyway, that's hardly a storyline to promise. I'm just promising I'm going to bother people at work with that storyline.
Okay.
All right.
All right.